What's going on, you lovely people? It's your boy Roliver Queen. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are doing good. And as always, I'm joined by my lovely, scrumptious, delicious, handsome as fuck, and sexy homeboys.
Hello, everybody. It's me again. Glad to obviously be back.
Hey everybody, I'm AJ. Good to be back. Yeah, ready to talk about Ollie and what he's been up to since Condon took over the run.
You know what we're here for, y'all. So we're gonna talk about the first 6 or 7 issues of Condon's Green Arrow. So I felt we needed to do this because we covered damn near the entirety of Joshua Williamson's run, and I felt it would be wrong right when Williamson leaves and we just stop giving a shit about the book. Like, a lot of people stop giving a shit about the book, but it's worth talking about, especially since Condon is bringing back that classic Green Arrow feel, especially that classic Grell feel. It's back to being Ollie doing his own solo thing, street level, back to the social justice aspect of it. Yeah, well, let's just jump right in. So, AJ, what were your thoughts after the first arc of Condon's Green Arrow, man? What'd you think about it?
Um, it hits harder for me, and this isn't me poo-pooing on Williamson's run. I liked what he did with the run, reuniting the family, but there wasn't. We didn't get a ton of Ollie and his inner focus and inner turmoil and some real strife. It was about the family, setting up the family, reuniting everybody. Cool, great, glad for it. This is just I'm enjoying this so far anyway. This run much more. I mean, he's your bleeding heart liberal, but he's back to being an asshole about it. About it, I love that. I love that it's really been stripped down. It's him, and we had Roy appear for a little bit, but I don't know how deep we're getting into spoilers. But he's probably out of the picture for a little bit. I think Dinah's the one member of the family I wouldn't mind be there, but she's shown up a couple times, but that's it. Everything else, this is an Oliver Queen Green Arrow story, and that's what I've been missing for a while. Him taking on corrupt organizations and entities, and how those organizations tie back to him. Like it's classic. It's what I love most about the character. There were a couple things that I was questionable on early on, but I think Condon tied him up nicely thus far. The lady cop he was working with, I had a feeling Ollie was going to slip back into some old ways, but it doesn't look like that's happened, at least as of yet. So yeah, I'm having a good time. I'm loving the focus on social justice. Oliver trying to do right by people that have been wronged in his city by you know rich cat types like him, and also inadvertently by him himself. So I'm having a good time so far.
I also enjoy this a lot more than Williamson's run. Like I said, I missed my homie just being on the streets, just like being with the people, and I think this was a good first arc. I think when we tackle social justice in comic books, recently it's been done in a very cheap way, cheap, half-hearted. Your ass just wants pats on the back, but you don't really give a real solution. So if that's the case, don't put it in the comic book. You're just wasting panel space. You're wasting color space. You're just wasting everything. So I really appreciate this first arc because it's very relatable. I can see something like that happening in real life, with or without a Green Arrow type figure. Like what is it? The Flint water crisis. That's a thing that's still happening, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's
Like,
it's still ongoing. Not as bad as it was in the beginning, but it's still affecting that town.
yeah. So like, I thought of that when we were dealing with this arc, and just like seeing how angry people got because they were fed a lie. It's like, hey, let's come to this apartment complex. You'll get good living, and all you're thinking all is gonna be good, and next thing you know, it's just a bunch of people, damn near the whole entire town. They're suffering from very severe health issues, and again, these are things that we see in real life. You know, we may not hear too much about it in the news, but yeah, it's real. Like it's heartfelt. Like I think it was I can't remember if it was like the second or third issue of this run where they're having like a city council meeting, and that city council meeting hit harder than whatever was going on in like the main story, because it's literally
Mhm.
people who I can see in real life like voicing out these frustrations, and I felt for them. And you know, even though you know, obviously I don't agree with how things mutated, but I understand why you had these freshwater killers out there, because like essentially their lives have been ruined, and it also goes to show you that yo, money don't really solve everything, because a lot of these people, they had money, they had
Mhm.
money, but then where did that money go to? Health expenses, helping them stay alive. Grade A, honestly, the way it was handled, and even the way this arc concluded. Like, part of me thought this was gonna be like some big, crazy, bombastic fight. Nah, it it wasn't. But that's fine because of all the building that was done ahead of time. When they ended up in the jail, and Ollie went over, he was like, "Yo, I know this ain't gonna fix what happened with your moms, and I know this ain't gonna fix what happened to you, but here's this deal that I draft up." And him just even going to their headquarters after, like that company, the freshwater headquarters, and like threatening them. I was singing hallelujah when I was walking to the bus station, yo. I was singing hallelujah. I was like, yo, my nigga is back. My nigga Ollie is back. I love the new cop, Benitez, I believe her name is, and I love the dog, name's Arrow too. So it seems like this arc is like a brand new number one. It felt fresh. There was no attachments to anything old. It was just Ollie, the story, these people, and we went on from there. It feels good to have this book back, and it feels good to have this book back in the manner that it is. I know it's rare for us to get like a 50 issue series these days, but yo, if you can give us like a good 2 or 3 years,
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it. What do you think?
It's like you say, it's hard for a book to hit 50 coming out of either of the big two publishers. Of course, it's a couple of surprising ones I think that are looking like are gonna hit 50. Um, Poison Ivy and Miles probably about your best bets out of books right now. I would love for it to happen with Condon. I just know, and I hadn't checked the numbers recently, but I know it slipped when he wasn't as family focused on this book as Williamson, because I mean we saw it when he was announced as the writer who's going to take over every Q&A he was doing. That's the only thing folks were concerned about. Hey, is this person going to be in the book? Is this person going to be in the book? Is this person going to be in the book? It's like, guys, this is a Green Arrow book. He's writing Green Arrow. Yeah, sure, you can have guest characters here and there, but I buy a Green Arrow book to read about Green Arrow.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm getting. I'm enjoying it, but I do wonder if it's going to have the staying power. He's proven us wrong already once, because I was concerned it was going to end after just one arc, but he's already stuck around. So, and he's giving what I want to see out of a Green Arrow book. So I would love
Yeah.
for her to get 50. I don't know if that happens, but if I can get a cool 20 to 24 issues out of him, I'm good. That adds on to the 12 Williamson gave us. That's a good bit of Oliver that we haven't had in a while. Hell, that's I think that would match the last run. Didn't No, Percy ended at 36, and then
It was bouncing back and forth, and
that didn't
then
that didn't hit 50 altogether, did it?
it did. Yeah, it ended right at 50.
It did. Okay, okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Yep, yep.
So he would at least match what Percy was able to do, and that's the last longest tenured writer on Green Arrow. Of course, Percy's just a single writer. I'm including the Williamson stuff with this, and if Condon was able to give us another 24, but if I can get a good 20 to 24 out of him, I'll be happy. Now, if you're going to tell me, hey, AJ, we're gonna keep him on to issue 50, bro,
Oh
take my
God,
money now.
Oh God,
I'll
please.
I'll wire you the money now for each issue. Like, it's not a problem because I'm enjoying. I'll say it. It's probably in my top three books out of DC right now, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if it's number three. I probably will put it at that second, in that number two spot. But I'm having a really enjoyable time every month with this.
Oh yeah, and I'll say it here. I'll wire the money for the both of us, man. I'll wire the don't worry, yo, bro. Don't worry about it. I got you. I got you. All
All
right,
right,
don't
all
worry
right,
about
all right, all right, Richie, Rich. We finally got you to admit that you were one of us. But you don't be blowing through all your money now.
That's all good, man. For Green Arrow, bro, I got you. You know, I'll do it for Steph also and Quinn. Yo, guys, I got it. I got it. Don't worry about it. Cool.
All right.
All right.
All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I gotta embrace the wealth now. All right, it feels good to be a wealthy man and admit that I'm a wealthy man. All right, um, but yeah, to go back to like the sales and stuff, I also was worried too, because I was like, damn, this is like damn near cancellation territory. I mean, I saw like 130s, which ain't bad,
Mm-hmm.
but still I was a little worried. But and I also do have to give credit where credit is due. Like there were a lot of folk, especially what's that podcast? Even though I don't agree with them on a lot of their takes, but even Weird Science, like I came across one of their videos and they had some gripes with DC about how they were promoting that book. It was like, yo, how come this great run isn't being promoted as much? How come this great run isn't being supported the way it should be?
Well,
And
anytime you go from a big name writer
mhm,
on a title to he leaves the title, but the title's still going to continue, and it's somebody who doesn't have the same pedigree. That's just common. It's not that doesn't make it right, but I'm
yeah,
not surprised to see that he's not getting the level of promotion that Williamson got on his book. And also, it's not tied into any kind of major event right now. So we'll see. Um, well, no, you said he's not going to be too big of a part of DCKO. So
yeah,
so yeah,
no,
so I wouldn't expect a lot of promotion for Green Arrow. Sad to say, but I guess they got to allocate their resources where they feel will make the most bang for their buck. It doesn't seem to be Green Arrow at the moment, but
it should
um,
be, especially
yeah,
with how great that fucking run is. And like,
yeah,
I, I mean, like I always say it here. I think DC when they want to, they will definitely go out their way to promote a book. Like we've seen it all the time, and I think this is one book that they should have went hard for. And I think they should do they should do it for damn near all their books, regardless of how you feel about them, because as all they do is just animate some panels,
yeah.
throw some music in the background, and then yeah, that's it. If you want, they might just have like the writer say something, but yo, I'm not even tooting my own horn. I could do. It might take me a couple hours to do it, but I edit videos, bro. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. You could have done something very simple like this. Brand new Green Arrow creative team, Chris Condon, who did Texas Blood, which a lot of people liked.
Yeah.
Like, do you know how many people would flock to that, especially if they knew, who was writing it and their tenure? Like, yeah, why not? But yeah, I'm happy that I saw a lot of people voicing out their support for this book, and I'm happy to see that the book still stuck around. Because best believe every single month when Solicits came out, I was worried, y'all. I was like,
Me
damn.
too.
But then well, the last one got me even more worried. The last one for this arc was like the last issue of this something run. I was like, oh no, God, But then start of a bold new. I was like, okay, good. Oh, we're all right. I wish we got more support, but at least the support that we're getting now, it's good. It's
Hmm.
holding on, and I think it's healthy to have books that aren't too tied to events and stuff. And
Absolutely, absolutely.
and I think Steph made a good point. Say what you say because I really appreciate it. What did you say exactly?
Yeah, basically what I said was it was somebody asking for like unpopular comic book takes, and I said basically it's like you don't have to like it and you don't have to like obviously consume it if you don't want to, but like slop runs where it's not really anything challenging, and it's just kind of like spectacle, or it just like keeps the audience engaging enough, is good because it keeps the book alive and it keeps the character alive, so that
Yeah.
eventually down the line, people who do have something meaty to say, right, they can do it. Because if the character fades into obscurity, nobody writes it, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's like you can love Condon and hate Williamson's work if you want to, but there also has to be the acknowledgement that on top of the fans themselves, you know, people like Williamson
Mm-hmm.
keep the book alive enough that Condon can be on it,
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't get the Condon without him.
You don't get your Spurrier's Flash without Adams was before him, right?
Yeah, it was. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like you don't get without Williamson and Adams, you don't get your Spurrier.
But now that you're here, first of all, introduce yourself to the people, and also go ahead and give us your thoughts on the first like 6 or 7 issues of Condon's Green Arrow, bro.
Oh, what up, everybody? It's Q again. But I know I read pretty much through the first arc for sure. At first, I was kind of down. I know if you could remember our first couple videos we talked about, I wasn't. I wouldn't say I was down. I just wasn't like it was okay, right? That's
Mm-hmm.
kind of what I was thinking. Then as we kind of got into it, it started to pick up some more. So I told myself I was going to focus in on the arc with Roy being shot in the cover. Now, I will say, before this conversation, I was just looking at it's one of the YouTubers that I follow. She's what's her name? She just did a video over Rainbow Archer and Scarlet Archer or whatever. With him being featured in this new run, I'm kind of interested in,
Oh
basically.
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So them repurposing I'm all for repurposing Golden Age characters, making them less goofy, making them serious. So I'm definitely tapping back into that. The fact that there's a lot of callbacks from like the old run with him and Green Arrow, Green Lantern. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Uh,
Heart Traveling Heroes.
there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Them kind of harkening back to that, and putting Ali, making Ali deal with some of the emotions that he's kind of bottled up over the years, especially in regards to Roy. I think it's cool. It's something that needs to be seen. I like that we're still keeping kind of like. I think that's going to be a line-wide thing that they're going to kind of keep the titles focused on the title hero,
Mm-hmm.
and if they do have a big family, they're going to trickle them in like one at a time or focusing on one. So yeah, I mean, I like I can't give a deep enough review like I would normally do because I
Mm-hmm.
haven't read up to date, right? So if I go off, I'm definitely more warm towards the book than I was last time I gave a review on there. I'll say it like that.
Word, word, word. Yeah, and that's good, man. Like, yeah, because I remember you. I think you were worried if they were gonna do like a who done it. Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
it was. Yeah, you were gonna be you. And I also was worried about that too, and it kind of was a little bit because like he was blamed a tiny bit for everything that happened because he was running the
hmm
company at the time, but. Yeah, I'm happy that you warmed up to it. I can't wait for Steph to also read it as well.